with our special co-host. Today, she's the star of the hit show CSI, Miss Jorja Fox.
But she
Welcome
doesn't
back.
see in the prompter.
I spelled it that way so I wouldn't pronounce it correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's spelled like the state of Georgia, but
On
you
the
spell
prompter,
your
yeah.
name Jorja.
My mother did that.
What, it's not a foreign spelling. It's just a hippy dippy spelling, maybe.
Yeah, I'm a child of the 70s or something close to there. It's Georgia Ann. My mom is French, and so is Georgia Ann, and she thought J's would be interesting.
J's are more French. Okay, just
No,
checking.
not necessarily.
Well, speaking of interesting stuff, Sherri Shepherd, as you know, yesterday was sort of hinting that she was going to do something spectacular last night, and she did. She was on Wheel of Fortune. And tell us, Sherri,
Didn't win
what
a
happened?
lick of money. This is what I have to say, because you know, I've been watching Wheel of Fortune since I was 4. You always look at those shows and you go, you idiot, why didn't you get it? Until you get on the show and it's all that pressure, and they don't have the B-roll, but the woman that I was with, we met, and she had this attitude like, I really need this money, and I was like, okay, that's too much pressure on me. I'm just doing it for exposure, you know. And so I didn't know you needed the money. So then we're on there, and you know, you got to spin the wheel, and then that wheel is heavy, and they don't allow you to talk, and so she kept whispering in my ear, say this, say that, and I was like, wait. So Paula Deen won the money by default. Like, one of the questions, it was, you know, tinkling little star. And my lady was in my ear, and she kept throwing out stuff, and I couldn't hear. And she said, just guess. And I went, minkling, you know. And then, so we lost, and she goes, why did you say that? And I went, it's too much pressure on me. Then she kept saying, then I would buy a vowel, because we were winning. We was $6,000 in. So I was like, well, Pat, I want to buy an E. And she's like, why did you buy a vowel? Because I thought we was... So Paula Deen won all the money. And the thing was, I was playing for charity. So my charity, you know, got money regardless. And so everybody had an amount of money, and it was Sherri Shepherd, 0. And then the lady said to me, she said, well, she didn't know that my charities get money. She said, we really got to, you know, win your charity some money. I was like, my charity fine. Don't worry about my money. Because I didn't want to know. And then at the end, when she lost and she got nothing, she was so upset. And then they came around and they said, now, Sherri, we're going to send this big check to your charity. And she was like, big check?
Did you write her a check? Did you write her a check?
Did I write her a check?
Yeah.
No, I felt like I needed to, like, embezzle some of the funds.
You didn't make any friends?
I didn't make any friends. I feel so bad for the lady. I feel like I need to...
You gave it your best shot. Nobody can ask for more than that, right?
You were so brave. I did Hollywood Squares when you were hosting once, and it was also a charity event. It was for women in Afghanistan. And I was the square, just praying that nobody would call on me. I'm like, please don't call me, please don't call me. Like, so much pressure, especially when you're playing for charity. And
You had pressure when you were on Hollywood Squares?
Never.
Well, you ran the show.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. So you don't have pressure when you run the show.
That's very important. That's very important. You get to a certain place in your life and you go, not like that. So now we know that it's very high pressure. It's very tough to do. And I suspect that this is also tough, and I don't know how I would respond, so I'll put it out to you. Michelle Obama has a call to black voters. She feels that many black voters suffer from a natural fear of possibility, and there's always a doubt in the back of the minds of people of color that we believe somehow someone is better than you. Now, this is what she's saying is the reason more black folks aren't behind Barack Obama.
You know, I think I don't want to fall into that excuse. I think that we, as black people, we have so many role models. I mean, Colin Powell, Condoleezza Rice. We know that Clarence Thomas, for goodness sake, is okay.
Well, maybe
let me clarify what I mean. I'm saying that we have so many people where we can see they have made it, and they have done so despite some obstacles, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I feel like that's an excuse that we should not fall into if we don't think we can do it. I think, really, we think he might be inexperienced, just like white folks think he might be inexperienced.
So you think Hillary has more experience?
I think Hillary has more experience.
That's the black vote is so far behind Hillary.
That she has more experience. I don't...
Interestingly enough, I think
more
more Republicans will come out to vote against Hillary Clinton than they would Barack Obama or John Edwards.
Say that again?
More Republicans will come out to vote against